Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Shattered Lands, the beginning of our podcast. We're going to begin here by reading you the intro. Good to have everyone here at the virtual table in the Lonely Valley. To the south of the Kingdom of Cerulia, north of the Roiling Sea, is an ancient war-torn place known as the Shattered Realms, an untamed land that no one people has ever been able to fully claim. It is a place of constant strife and ever-shifting alliances. Men, elves, dwarves, orcs, and all manner of other monsters strive for dominance here as the pitiless gods laugh at their struggles. Life is cheap here, and the currency of steel and blood is the only one shared between the different factions. Whole kingdoms rise and fall within the Shattered Lands in a shockingly brief time compared to other, more settled places. In the region known as the Lonely Valley lies the southernmost part of the Kingdom of Cerulia. It is the far southern frontier of the kingdom, and its people here are tough and hardy. The Thunder River has long been the provincial border of the kingdom, although in recent years the people of the valley have pushed beyond the river to try and establish new settlements. This has proven disastrous, as new battles have broken out, most recently between the elves of the realm of the Endless Weald and a huge influx of northern barbarians who have driven all before them to stake their claim in the Shattered Lands. Today, every faction battles the other for both dominance and survival. There is no common purpose, even among the so-called goodly races. Elves and dwarves, once ancient allies, battle each other as readily as they do men and monsters. Creatures swarm up from below ground, seeking to take and devour the surface dwellers, and nameless cults whisper dark prayers to evil gods, seeking the power to strike down their enemies. Into this maelstrom of conflict come would-be heroes, some seeking wealth and power, while others seek to make a difference and help out the common folk. The Shattered Lands are indifferent, but the land here is watered by the blood of nameless heroes long forgotten by all but the most learned of sages. Will these new heroes be any different? Will they forge a tale worthy of remembrance, or will they too be forgotten like so many others whose bones wink from beneath verdant grasses and thick forests at passing travelers? So, welcome. As we begin our tale, we find ourselves at the Temple of the Argent Lord in the Lonely Valley. Our heroes, would-be heroes, have all made their way here for differing purposes, differing reasons. You have all come here either to seek counsel with, or you're already at the Temple of the Argent Lord seeking a man known as Father Gedwin, the high exemplar of the Argent Lord here at the temple. And here it is you hope to find information. Brother Bertram is already here. He is a priest here at the temple. He is Father Gedwin's strong right arm. Sir Luvis the Seeker is here as well. He is an old friend of the priests, Father Gedwin's, and has been here for some time, cloistered within the library. New to the temple are Aelwyn, the half-elven druid, and Sir Venric Truesteel, the knight. And as they arrive, they are met at the door by a young priestess. As you enter, you see a comely, fierce-looking woman in armor, and she nods at you. Blessings of the Argent Lord be upon you, and welcome to our temple.
Well met, my lady.
Can we see Father Gedwin?
Ah, yes, I believe he's expecting you. Both of you, if I'm not mistaken. If you are Aelwyn, the druid.
I am.
And you must be Sir Venric.
Indeed.
We have servants who will care for your mounts. Venric, you notice that Aelwyn is standing next to her. She rode up on a massive elk wearing leather armor. You notice for your part, Aelwyn, that Sir Venric rode up on a massive warhorse and is flanked by a young squire, perhaps 14, 15 years old, named Clay. Clay looks up. I can tend to haste, sir.
All right, Clay. I'll trust you with it.
And Clay nods, and you see that he turns with the horse. Another servant comes up to take the reins of the elk, if you allow it.
I do, but he'll follow you. Ruathane, go get some food. I'll come find you in a little while.
He snorts softly and turns to go with them. As you make your way inside, the priestess, she doesn't make a lot of small talk. She does, however, ask, was your journey pleasant?
Pleasant enough. As pleasant as it can be.
Yes, the roads are dangerous these days. Oh, goodness me, my manners. She turns and she says, I am Acolyte Fiona Lorne. And she gives you guys a small bow.
Well met.
Yes, couldn't have asked for a better journey. Nice and peaceful. Thank you.
Very, very good. That is good to hear. She leads you into the temple. You guys can see where there's like a vestry to the south, and then it brings you up into the main entry hall, which is where she met you. She leads you into room 5, which is the sanctum. And then she goes, and there's a door to the left, which is marked as room 9. She goes and knocks there. And you can hear voices from inside. And you hear a deep commanding voice. Ah, enter. And she opens the door. And you step into, well, assuming you step in.
Yep, Benrick does.
You see, this is a well-appointed chamber decorated with icons of the faith, paintings of past exemplars, as well as those of nature and pastoral scenes. There's a fireplace on the north wall flanked by windows, while in the south of the room is a large cabinet and bench along the wall. The room is dominated by a large oak desk and chair sitting on a rug with the symbol of the Argent Lord upon it. The desk is faced by a pair of smaller chairs, and you can see seated in those chairs is a towering priest. Actually, he would be standing, not seated in one of the chairs. He would be standing to Father Gedwin's right. And you see, he towers over. Gedwin is an imposing man. Let me pull up his picture for you. This is Father Gedwin. He is a middle-aged priest, very stern-looking, very imposing. But Bertram is a full, probably a good 3 to 4 inches taller, quite a bit wider than him. You can see Bertram is standing there off to his right. Seated in a chair is a wizard, unless you miss your mark, though he wears a sword on his hip. And on the back of the chair is a small brass dragon who kind of looks up lazily as you guys enter. Really quickly, let's start with Celibus the Seeker. Why don't you describe yourself and what everyone sees as they look upon you?
Celibus is an otherwise, size-wise, about average man. Although athletic of build, not too brawny or anything like that, but kind of, on the skinny, a little bit on the skinny side, but relatively athletic. Kind of got a sort of close cropped hair, bitten that Leon Kennedy style a little bit. And he kind of wears relatively nice clothes, but you realize that the clothes that he wears, unlike maybe normal wizard's robes or something like that, are a little bit thicker, almost like gambeson material or something like that. But it's still cloth. It's just like I say, it's a little bit on the thicker side. He has a belt or a book rather that is kind of attached on a long leather loop kind of around his hip. And you kind of see him as you all walk in. You kind of see him glance up and whisper something to the small dragon.
All right. And you guys can see this dragon kind of opens its eyes. More of them. Quite interesting. Brother Bertram, why don't you give us a description of yourself?
Brother Bertram stands 6 foot 6 inches tall. He's bald, very thickly bearded. He has a fierce, stern look on his face. His skin is weathered, like he's been outside a lot. He looks a little uncomfortable in the clothing he's wearing, but there's just an intensity to him.
Excellent. Elwyn, describe what they see as they look upon you.
The presence of the wild is very strong in this woman, from the sticks in her hair, muddy knees, and a strong scent of animal on her clothes. It's clear that she spends a lot of time outside. She has long black hair that's currently in a tangled braid, and but she wears battered leather armor and a wicked sword on her hip, and she looks around with frank curiosity.
All right. Sir Venric, what does the party see as they look upon you?
Party sees a tall, proud-looking knight. He stands about 6'3". He's got a muscular build. Of course, you probably couldn't tell because he's covered in plate mail with a blue tabard. He has a masterwork longsword hanging by his side, the shield in his other arm. He has long black hair. He's clean-shaven. He looks stern, but as you look closer or take a second look, he has a slight smile to his face, as if he's pleasant. His demeanor is pleasant, yet stern.
Excellent. Excellent. As you all are, kind of enter Gedwin, let me get out of the way of the picture. Please, come in. He gestures. There's a bench along the south wall. There's also the other seat that is open. Please make yourself comfortable. I know you've had a long journey. I'm sure you're tired. Get you some water, some wine, perhaps.
Aelwyn immediately goes to the dragon and looks at him with just awe and curiosity. What are you doing? I don't think I've ever seen one of you in these lands. Are you a true dragon?
The dragon leans back. I say, of course I'm a true dragon. Are you a true elf? A true half elf, I think.
Not a true elf, a half.
I believe introductions may be in order. This here is my compatriot, my ally, my fellow researcher, and my companion, Rixus, the keeper of the tomes.
You see that the dragon kind of... Yes, Rixus. That is I.
And my name is Silivus, Seeker.
And you as well, yes.
And you notice that this dragon, though it appears to be like a young, almost a baby dragon, it doesn't speak like a baby dragon. It almost has an older dragon's voice. Not like boomy or anything like that, but just its mannerisms of speaking and the way it talks. It doesn't seem... The voice does not seem in keeping with the body.
Fascinating. We'll have to talk more.
Yes, of course, indeed.
But yes, sounds amazing.
And you can see Father Gedwin. He pours a glass of wine for Aelwyn, and he looks to you, Sir Venric. Sir Venric, good to see you.
Well met. Thank you for having.
Of course, I've never met you before, but I've heard much of your exploits, and your letter has reached me here. He pours you a glass of wine. I don't think you've been here before, have you, Venric? You're the only one that's never been here before. Is that correct?
That's right. I've never been.
Yes. He pours you a glass of wine. Here, and hands it to you. And please make yourselves comfortable. You guys can stand or sit as you wish.
Aelwyn kind of sits on the floor, cross-legged.
Silivus will continue to sit in the spot because he's already kind of there with Rixus, in his seat.
Okay.
Benric will stay where he's at, on his feet.
Kind of standing at attention.
Yeah.
Bertram will never leave the side of Father Gedwin.
Father Gedwin nods happily, takes his seat, kind of leans forward. So, perhaps this is fate, perhaps it is coincidence. You all find yourselves here for your own purposes, but perhaps also on common purpose. What do you know of the situation within the Shattered Lands as things stand?
Well, not much, but I know that, I came to you because I'm trying to find my way home and to see if you know anything.
Indeed, indeed. He looks around. You get the sense that he's kind of glad pleasantries have been exchanged. He hesitates for a moment. Well, I hope that you will find the Temple of the Argent Lord welcoming to you. I know you've each come here for different reasons. However, it's time to speak to you all together. He stands then from behind his desk, tall and commanding, and you remember that he is a mighty war priest. I know that you're here, you have your own goals, your own desires, but my hope is that I can prevail upon you to go upon a quest. He walks to a window, looking out at the grounds around the temple. We have always been a bastion of light in the valley, a place where anyone could come seeking healing, shelter, or aid. We believed we were unassailable here, but no more. Turning back to you, he walks back to his desk and sits, clearly struggling to master his emotions. Recently, the Cloven, vile goatmen who worship dark powers, attacked the temple. While we battled the beastmen, they were able to get into the sanctuary. We slew many, and in turn lost many valiant warriors of our own. You guys can see Bertram almost flinch as Gedwin is saying this. He just, again, the big man just kind of like clenches his jaw and his beard bristles. At any rate, they went directly to the altar, and they found a relic that was hidden in a secret compartment there. His gaze sweeps across each of you, angry and troubled. The beastmen seem to know exactly what they were looking for and where to find it. I need you to seek after this lost relic for me. I know each of you has come here to the Lonely Valley on your own missions, your own purposes, and as I've spoken to each of you, and Sir Venric, we have corresponded. I will do all that is within my power to help you. For now, I must ask to prevail upon you to help us if you're able. While you are doing this, I will use my every resource to find all that I can on your behalf.
What was the nature of this relic?
What lies within must remain secret for now, but you seek a coffer of iron that is sealed with powerful wards. I do not think that the beastmen can open them. Now, Brother Bertram has a special chest that he carries within his wagon, his traveling temple, as he calls it. If you can find this relic, Bertram will see to that it is safely ensconced within a special chest that we have prepared, sealed there and returned to the temple here, where it may be sealed away. I have my reasons, but I will warn you, the wards upon the coffer are dangerous, and you should under no circumstances seek to open it.
Well, as I've told you, Father, you've already lent me so much assistance in my research in the valley. I will absolutely be helping you.
I knew I could count on you, Celibus.
I will pledge my blade to helping find this artifact. Won't rest until I bring it back.
You have my thanks, Sir Knight, and I have already begun my inquiries, but it will take time, and it was my hope that you would sojourn here with us, and as I say, help upon this quest while my inquiries may bear fruit. Aelwyn, of course, the matter we spoke of, so far I've had no luck. But that doesn't mean that it's hopeless. I will continue to try. In the meantime, the temple is as good a place as any to sojourn.
Let's admit, I feel rather urgently that I need to get home, but as I can't get there, of course, Goodwin, you've helped me so many times.
Yes. Do not lose hope, my dear. I believe these things may be worked out in time. But I should explain, Bertram and I, along with Fiona and the other acolytes, we've been at a bit of a loss. I've consulted with Celovus, who is himself a seeker of the Golden Order. The Cloven, I have no idea how they knew that the relic was here. They went right to it. I have no idea. The Cloven themselves are a name that many bestial creatures have begun calling themselves, uniting under this banner in recent years, becoming more organized. I don't know what their goals and aims are, but they are no doubt evil. What I do know is these goatmen have gone to the ruins of Fartham for some reason. Nearby villagers spotted them going toward the ruined town. Now, Fartham is a dangerous place. It was once a thriving village that had grown into a prosperous town, but it fell in a single night. No one living knows who or what destroyed the village, but when units from the kingdom went to investigate, there were no survivors, and it was completely abandoned. Since then, over the years, people have feared to go to Fartham. There are whispers that the dead walk there, and monsters slink through the ruins. There's some kind of unifying force that's there. I can't be sure. It's very dangerous, which is why I have asked you to go. I have no idea why the Beastmen would have gone there, or if they're even still there. You can investigate the ruins, see what you can learn. I will give you what aid I can upon your journey to prepare you. And of course, the temple is home to you. Bertram, of course, it is his actual home, while Celovus he's been here some weeks with us. But Sir Venric, Elwyn, these halls are your home. I'll have Bertram show you around, Fiona as well. The only rules we have is the upper floor is reserved for the female clergy or female guests. Those are non-negotiable rules. Below the temple, we have storage and other things that we are mostly off limits to visitors. The ground floor is where the male residents reside, as well as the main sanctuary. Have you any further questions for me?
Now, how far, Father, did you say that Fartham was again?
Let me find my map. Apparently, Gedwin needs reading spectacles. Yes. He spreads out a map on his desk and invites you all to step up, gather around the desk, and take a look.
I do so.
Benric
You can
steps up.
see here, each mile roughly represents, or each hex roughly represents 5 miles. So it's about 15 miles from here. If you take the north road until you hit the old east road, and then you simply go east, you'll come to Fartham. I cannot say for certain what you'll find. There are farmsteads about. People are very careful, especially with strangers these days. There are many dangerous people, many dangerous things in the woods and the hills and upon the roads, unfortunately. You may wish to ask around and see what rumors you might glean, talking to folks within the temple. As some of you may know, the temple itself it's a way station. Many consider the Temple of the Argent Lord to be the gateway to the Lonely Valley. It's not a true town or village, but many people come and go here. We have many soldiers, knights, craftsmen, tradesmen, merchants that come through, spend the nights within our halls.
Well then.
What time of day is it now?
It's late afternoon. You guys got here. It's probably just a couple hours before the sun starts to set. And Gedwin tells you the evening meal will be happening soon, and then there will be services should you wish to attend. You're by no means, he doesn't demand it or anything like that. And then he asks Fiona to enter, and you realize he says, Fiona, and as she enters, you realize that she's been standing outside the door the whole time. If you would, please give our guests a tour, show them to the kitchens, show Lady Elwyn upstairs to the quarters, and the gentlemen to theirs, and to baths, and essentially from that, and then make yourself ready for services. And she, kind of bows a little bit. Of course, if you'll follow me.
Bertram will hang back and wait for a quick word with Father Goodwin in private.
Okay. The rest of you step out.
Mm-hmm.
Bertram, do you wish this to be like something you're gonna message me, or is this?
No, you would just say, I've been thinking about this task. I need someone to stay with the cart if I need to go in places, and is there anyone that you could send with me?
I'm sure that I'll see which one of the servants I can detail to you.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes, you'll need someone to watch the horses and the cart. Very good.
Then he'll just
Bertram.
kind of, yes, Father Goodwin.
Under no circumstances is the coffer to be opened by anyone.
Oh no, it will not be opened.
Very good, my son.
Then I'll kind of like half awkwardly bow and follow after the others.
Okay. The rest of you, Fiona is showing you guys around as you kind of come out back into the temple. She just is kind of breezily showing you where everything is. She comes out and says, first room you come to is 5 there. She says, this is the sanctum. This is our main temple. You can see a beautiful vaulted ceiling covered with frescoes and supported by pillars. Long benches face a raised dais with an altar with the symbol of the Argent Lord engraved with silver upon it. A work tapestry with a depiction of the silvery and white deity smiting a shadowy enemy with his silver sword hangs behind the altar. The platform is flanked by beautiful stained glass windows depicting deeds and events of the Argent Lord. She says, if you follow me, she leads you back into the entry hall, which is 2. Beyond that is a vestibule where you entered. She leads you over into 3, which is a mess hall. Here in the mess hall, you can see there's a roaring fireplace, tall windows, and large tables with benches and chairs. Right now, the windows are open, but the shutters are somewhat drawn because it is, by the way, it is October in the Shattered Lands. It's October 9th, the Tuesday, as fate would have it. And you can see she tells you north of here in 6 is the kitchen. Kitchen is usually off limits unless you have a particular reason. She says, Whit Coleman, our cook, he's clean and orderly and an excellent cook, but he does run his kitchen with an iron hand. She leads you over to 4, and she pokes her head in, and she says, Master Celibus will know this quite well, and she kind of smiles at you, Celibus. This is our library. We have an extensive library, and you can see bookshelves lining the walls, overflowing with many books and tomes and scrolls on all sorts of topics. There are 4 tables with chairs and benches taking up the center of the room. Many have stacks of books upon them. Tall windows let in light and are shuttered after dark or in the event of an attack. You can see there are candles and lanterns all about, and there are acolytes watching very closely over everything that goes on in here. She takes you a bit further and she says, here are the men's baths. She doesn't go in. She says, you will find they're curtained, and hot water can be fetched for your bath. But this is off limits, obviously, to women. And she continues on past and gestures to a door north of there, number 8. This is the men's quarters. There are rows of bunk beds within. You will find the quarters are for the male acolytes, priests, and guests who occasionally stay here, including you. You may make use of any open bunk that you wish, and there are chests at the under each bunk as well, should you wish to take use of them. She then brings you back to the entry hall, where she asks the men to stay where you are, and she leads Aylwin upstairs. As she brings you upstairs, she says, "This is our second floor. These are our quarters for the female acolytes." She says, and as you kind of come up the stairs, you see that there's a sitting room there, which is number 11. It's rather comfortable, couch and stuffed chairs with a roaring fireplace. 12 is a storage closet. 13, she gestures to the south. These are the women's baths. You have privacy for your ablutions. She gestures to number 15. This chamber belonged to the senior is for the senior acolytes, which is where I am the only one of at this point, and this is where I have my quarters. 16 is for the abbess, is her quarters. However, Abbess Muriel Kelm, she died of the plague, and she was well loved, but she passed. She was actually one of Father Gedwin's mentors. A new abbot is being sought. A new abbess, rather, is being sought. But so far, no decision has been made. Over here, as she points to the door, which leads to room 14, is the women's quarters. As with the men's below, this is where the female acolytes have their quarters. You may take any open bunk and chest that you wish, as to dwell during your stay here.
Thank you.
She leads you back down where the rest of your party is gathered. I know that the evening meal will be on soon. I would suggest that all of you go ahead and take a moment to refresh yourselves. If you'll have time for a bath, water can be drawn. But as I say, within the hour, it will be mealtime. Unless there is anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you very much.
Very well. I must ready myself for the evening service. And she kind of, walks back toward the main, temple. You guys see Bertram kind of waiting now. He's kind of walked in. Bertram, as you kind of caught up to them, she was finishing her tour. Would you have said anything or just...
I would have just been like, it's almost mealtime. It's a good time.
All right. Is anyone going to avail themselves of the baths?
I will.
Yep. Benrick will also get cleaned up. He's going to go get his Squire Clay, too, to do the same.
Celadus, since he's been here, he's been doing his in the mornings. So, like first thing in the morning. So he's going to kind of pass and just do some reading.
Okay. Celadus and Bertram are both probably cleaned up. Aylwin heads upstairs. Venric, you go and retrieve Clay, who comes inside. You guys can see this skinny little, teenager that is wearing a rough habit of blue. He has like hero worship in his eyes as he looks upon Sir Venric. As you guys all go, those of you that go to get baths, an acolyte shows you how you actually go and pull upon a rope, and there is a small spigot, and hot water flows into the tub of your choice. They pull the curtain, and there is soap, and where you guys can freshen up, clean up, and there are mirrors out, where you can see to your appearance after your cleanup. And again, to Aylwin and Venric, who've been on the road for weeks, it feels wonderful. You clean yourself up, put on a change of clothes, and feel more like yourself than you have in quite some time. Okay.
Bertram will go to the temple part and just try and find a quiet place to pray, waiting for the mealtime.
Okay. As you enter, you see it's empty except for the acolyte Fiona. She smiles at you. It's good to see you, Bertram.
Fiona, it's good to see you as well. Also,
are you excited?
Excited. Yes, I am excited to prove myself to our Lord and Father Gedwin.
I don't blame you. I'd be excited too.
It's gonna go well. We're gonna get this back.
I've no doubt. I wish I was going too, but well, not to be. We all must play our part.
Yeah, and you do. You play your part here real well. You're.
She kind of smiles as Bertram gets flustered. She walks by and pats him on the shoulder. I'll leave you to your prayers.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
And she kind of walks out as Bertram goes to prayer. The rest of you find your way to the kitchens along with Bertram after his prayers at some point. And it's a bustling place. See, a lot of people take their meals and, are even like going outside. Food is not permitted in the library or most other places, certainly not within the inner temple, but it is okay to go out and eat like outside if you wish it. But there are seats available here in the dining room, long tables. You just kind of, because again, these tables are like, 10 to 12 feet long with long benches. And there's, there's everyone here, merchants, warriors, servants, and people kind of seem to come in, get their food, eat in shifts, and no one is charged for anything, you notice. Everyone is just served and taken care of.
Aylwin takes her food and leaves without looking back to go find Ruithane and sit with him.
Okay. All right. You make your way out to the stables. Real quick, I'll show you. Was somebody saying something?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. If I don't hear you, just say whatever you need to again, because I sometimes I know that I can tend to do that. Let me find if I can find my place. Well, I could swear. Here we go. So, here is the exterior of the temple. And obviously one is the main temple on your map there. You can see the, as you kind of come outside, people are gathered around. You can see where the well is and a small, kind of hedges. Some people are out there. There are benches and people are gathered, just talking quietly, eating, doing as they do. And you get this sense that people here feel pretty safe, they're pretty happy. You know that the stables are 8, which is across the road. And you make your way across, I'm guessing across the road in search of your elk.
Yes.
Okay. As you do, you see the stable hand kind of nod and smile, and you notice that your elk is, he's actually not in a paddock. He says, he preferred to just roam out in the yard, ma'am. And so
that is his way. Thank you.
we assumed it would be Beth. Yes, certainly. And you notice Ruthane comes up, trotting up to you and nudges you with his head a little bit.
And she sits on the ground, heedless of her just clean self, and just eats and talks, tells Ruthane all about what happened inside.
Okay. And he whickers and nuzzles at her hair and tries to get at a little bit of the soup she's eating. And, the two of them just spend a quiet time. The stable boy kind of like wide-eyed turns to one of his fellows, and they just kind of share a look, but don't really say anything. You do notice a truly massive warhorse is also stabled within, kind of, it's like it's really, as an animal lover, Elwyn, this is a truly magnificent steed. It's like white with like a blonde mane. It's just the most gorgeous horse. But it bears some scars of battle as well. It looks very fierce, but it's very well trained. It doesn't seem to be giving them any problem whatsoever. What is Celovus doing during this time?
Celovus would be eating within the kind of the main mess hall. He kind of, since he has a little bit, he's been here for a little while. He's kind of sitting amongst, kind of talking maybe to, maybe some of the acolytes that he knows or something like that. But just kind of chit chatting and eating his food, with those that are around.
Okay. They're well used to you. Many of them, Master Celovus, good to see you. And Celovus, go ahead and roll me a D20 to see if you pick up any hearsay, rumors, or anything like that.
Okay, that's a 7.
You hear a couple of them at your table. You hear a merchant talking to an older mercenary. Talking about elves, and the merchants. You kind of clue in as the merchant's like, but I heard there were no elves in the Lonely Valley. And you notice this is after Elwyn had left, and the warrior looks across. Kind of, they share a glance. He goes, "Well, she's a half elf, but there are elves. I tell you, they're whispers. They say there's an elite group of them operating here. Actual elves, full-blooded elves, from the Endless Weald. No one knows why they're here or what they're after, but they say they're here. I can't say if it's true or not. But do you think she could be working with them? I have no idea. But I don't know if you've heard, but half-elves are not allowed entry to the Weald any more than humans are. So it makes little sense to me that she would be working with them. It's just so strange. It reminds me of years ago, and they kind of trail off into another conversation.
Interesting.
What would Bertram be doing?
Bertram would be bowl 3 into the soup, just kind of eating because he loves it so much here. The food is regular and delicious. And he does have quite the pot belly, so he would be wolfing down.
Okay. Bertram is enjoying his soup. Does he talk to anyone or kind of listen as because there's a lot of there's a lot of people. Roll me a D20.
19.
You overhear a couple of knights talking nearby from a local cadre, just discussing how the monstrous tribes that exist in the valley would be a greater threat if they could just join forces. Thankfully, it's never occurred, and they battle each other as often as they battle men. Venric, what would you be doing, you and Clay?
Venric and Clay are both in the main chow hall area. They're partaking in conversation and the drink and the food, and they're trying to be gracious as guests, but also enjoying and taking in the festivities.
Excellent. All right, you guys, you kind of are enjoying your soup and fresh baked bread. Go ahead and roll me a D20, Venric.
16.
You overhear a couple of what look like mercenaries talking about, the military of the kingdom of Cerulean within the valley has lost manpower. Many have been called up north to fight the war against the Empire of Vost, and it's left everything here as a skeleton crew. Garrison's emptied out. It's not good, I tell you. They're kind of going back and forth about the tactics of it and what that means. And you see Clay look over at you. Clay hasn't been with you real long, Venric. He's kind of newly assigned to you, and he's heard of your exploits. So he's still at that kind of like hero worship phase where, you know, he pesters you not in public, but for details of the battles you've been in and all the different things like that. But he just like looks over at you quickly. Eventually, everyone's meals, as your meals kind of begin to wind down, Bertram, as they kind of forcefully take your fourth bowl of soup, and you begin to hear the bells clanging for evening vespers as it's time for the evening service.
Make my way there.
Okay, Bertram stands up, again, wider than any two men. He starts heading toward the door.
You see that Syllabus will actually as well stand up and walk towards the service area.
Okay.
Venric follows along.
Okay. And will you just stay outside?
Yeah, she stays outside.
Okay. You stay outside enjoying a peaceful evening. You notice the stable boy, he runs, you know, they leave one to watch, you know, over the you know, those within the paddock and everything. But the other one, he runs, you know, see you after Vespers, and he runs off. The rest of you kind of file in. And it's a lot of people stand, so there's room on the pews for if you want to be seated, but many stand, so it's up to you. Father Gedwin solemnly takes his place behind the lectern and delivers an evening sermon that's again, you could hear he's got a rich oratory as he begins speaking. His sermon, it deals with simply how, you know, light is essentially what is the proof of life, and that darkness has no power over light. It is simply the absence of light, and that the smallest light seen anywhere can be seen for miles and miles, and that each and every one of you with a good heart within you carries that spark of light within yourself, and to be encouraged and be of good cheer and do what you can for those around you. And you know, it's a thought-provoking sermon. It's not any rousing sermon, but it does. There are many that, you know, at the end they clap. He ends in prayer, asking that the Argent Lord watch over and protect each one of us with a ready shield. And he dismisses. It's a short service, about 30 minutes, and it's over.
And Syllabus will clap along with everyone else as, you know, as the father ends the sermon.
Excuse me. After the sermon, Gedwin notices that you guys are in there, smiles, and makes his way toward, well, I don't know if you guys are in a group or just off to the side.
I would have sat with Syllabus.
Yeah, Venric would have sat with those two as well.
Okay. He makes his way over to you, and as he does, he smiles and says, well, I didn't see anyone asleep. It wasn't one of my longer ones.
It was a good sermon, Father.
Any ideas on when... But thank you, by the way. Any ideas on when you might perchance set out for Fartham?
Perhaps in the morning?
Yes.
Shit.
And as soon as we can, I'm thinking.
The best bet, rather than taking our time, especially since it's been some time already that this relic has been gone.
Yes. Indeed. Well, you have my thanks in advance. Before you go, in the morning, seek me out. I have a boon to give each of you.
Thank you. And now we will do so.
Sleep well. And you see him kind of head up toward his quarters. Good night.
And Celos will head off to bed as well.
Bertram, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ben, go ahead.
And he kind of half turns to look at both of you. If you are both amenable to leaving in the morning. I don't know what happened to the druid exactly, but again, maybe we can speak with her as well.
I think it's a good idea. I want to get this back as soon as we can.
I agree. I think we should leave as soon as we're able to.
Very well. I am off to bed. I have to prepare a few things for the morning. But as I say, if you see the druid, ask her if on the morrow is good.
Yes.
Syllabus will head off to bed.
Bertram will turn to Venric and extend his hand.
Benedict
know-
reaches out, grasps it.
We met in the office there, but I am Brother Bertram, cleric of the Argent Lord. You seem a warrior, yes?
Well met, Brother Bertram. Yes, I'm Benric. I'm a knight.
Ah. Well, it's good to have you on this cause. I will do my best to keep you on your feet.
It'll be much easier with a good cleric like yourself at my side.
Well, I do what I can. There are better. But the Argent Lord will be with us.
Indeed, as he always is.
Bertram will
You guys
smile
are-
at that.
Sorry, forgive me.
When he says that about the Argent Lord being always with us, Bertram will smile real big and shake his hand a little harder and head off for bed.
As you guys are kind of finishing your conversation, you notice a man in what looks like kind of rusted chainmail armor, and he says, Venric. Sir Venric of Griffin Company?
Benric turns to face him. Indeed, it is I. Who might you be?
Oh. I'm, no one important. I've heard of you. Venric Truesteel.
Yes. Yes, that's me. You've heard of me.
Yes. My name is... they call me Nick. Yes, I've heard of you. Heard of the exploits of Griffin Company.
Griffin Company has fought many a bloody battle right in the thick of things. Against
Indeed.
The Empire Vost, yes.
You know how the war goes?
Well, Vost stops for nothing. They push ever forward, but we've held them at bay in certain key spots. It always seems back and forth. Vost seems like an unstoppable force, but they're not. Our men fight with valiance. We give them everything we have, push them back.
That is good. Thank you. Forgive me for the interruption. And he turns away.
That Vendrick is going to he'll take Clay, he'll go check on Haste one more time before they turn in for the night.
Okay. You make your way out, and as you're on my spot here. Gotta get better and quicker at this. You make your way out, and you cross the road where the stables were, where it's at, because he's been there, and you actually see Druid sitting in the dirt next to her big elk. He's kind of leaned back against the fence post, kind of looking at the stars and murmuring quietly to the elk. And as you walk into the paddock, the stable boy smiles at you and nods toward your horse, and you see Haste is well cared for. He's been fed and rubbed down, and he's munching oats, and he kind of, rumbles deep in his chest, neighs, fiercely as you enter. And Haste has been the best, finest mount you've ever had. Brave and true and fearless.
Venric will pat Haste on the shoulder and scratch behind his ear. Well, that'll be all, good boy. Have a good night. I'll see you back in the morning. Aelwyn it was, right?
It is. And
Well-
Venric?
Yes, I'm Venric. Well met.
Your horse is a fine specimen. He speaks highly of you. He says you never use the spur and find him apples, which is not something I expected.
Well, that's quite the ability to speak with animals that you have, but yes, Haste is like family to me at this point. He's a loyal companion, indeed.
He's beautiful. He's been telling me about your exploits.
Yes, Haste has been by my side through the thickest of battles, actually. He's brave. He's brave, and I couldn't ask for a better steed.
Sir Venric's a hero, you know. Clay kind of butts in there.
I didn't.
Clay.
Yes,
Clay,
yes.
Clay speaks highly of me. He's young. I'm a knight, Clay, not a hero, as you'll be one day yourself.
He kind of blushes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He kind of ducks his head and steps back.
Oh, so he's not kin? Why does he follow you around?
Clay has been commissioned to be my squire. He's a knight in training, you could put it. He stood out among the rest in his class, and he was bestowed upon me. He helps with everything. And he's a good squire. A fine young knight he'll be.
And he kind of preens and stands up a little taller, smiles. I strive to be, sir.
You're doing fine, Clay. Now we should get some rest. Aelwyn, the rest of the party wants to leave in the morning. Are you all right with that?
Yes, I'm an early riser. I'll be ready.
Dean, all right. Well, then have a fine night, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you at dawn.
And at that, Venric will head back into the sleeping quarters.
Okay.
Grab himself a bunk.
All right. Venric heads back inside, heads back to the men's quarters to sleep. Aelwyn, what are you going to do?
She will pull out her blanket and all of her accoutrements. She's well used to sleeping outside, and when Roethane beds down, she lays against his flank as is her custom.
He goes into an open stall and among the hay there, and then you nestle in down next to him, throw your cloak on and your bedroll. You're super warm and comfortable in there. You can see the stable boys. They actually have quarters above the stable where they kind of climb up, lock the paddock up for the night, and there's lanterns lit just so that they can see if anything's going on down with the animals. But you hear them kind of talking quietly amongst themselves before they finally turn in and go to bed as well. Inside, the rest of you find your way into the comfortable beds of the men's quarters, and as Bertram finds his way in there, and Venric, you can see Celovus is already sound asleep. Well, I would imagine. Were you going straight to bed, Celovus?
Yeah, pretty much. He was, because he has to get up early to memorize spells.
Okay. As you guys come in there, though, you notice the tiny dragon is going through several books. He's like propping them open and looking. No, where was that volume? Yes. And he kind of moves it around. And he's just like, going through all these volumes, and you get the sense that he's trying to decide how many books he can convince Celovus to carry in his pack. And as you guys are kind of coming in, and you notice that he's like slipping like another one. He's like, this one's just, although I think Celovus would want this one. And he slips another one in there. You guys can see, like, as you kind of are making yourselves ready for bed, like the top of this backpack is not even going to close. There's so many books that are just jammed in there and stuff. He's a young man with a strong back, and he kind of like flaps his way up, and he kind of curls up. Selvus is kind of, his head's on the pillow, and then the dragon kind of curls up next to his shoulder, and good night, lads, and closes his eyes and goes to sleep.
I'll speak to the dragon. I forget its name.
Rixus.
Rixus, I see you're trying to carry a lot of books. If
Why,
you'd
yes.
like, I have a wagon with a bookshelf in it. You're
What?
welcome to store some of your books.
You have a wagon full of books? He gets up off of the bed and flaps across to your bed, where I'm assuming you're kind of seated, taking off your boots for the night. And he like lands, he's kind of flapping like right even with your face. Tell me of your wagon of books, please.
Well, I like to call it my traveling temple. It's not full of books, but I have a shelf with some books on it.
How large is this shelf?
It's probably 6 foot tall, 3, maybe 4 foot wide.
How many volumes would I be able to put upon this shelf?
I would give you an entire shelf of the bookshelf if you wish.
Interesting. When can I see the wagon? Where is it? Could we go now?
I could take you now, yeah, if that's what you'd like.
You know, no. It'll wake the others. First thing in the morning. Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
There are several more volumes. Yes. Father Gedwin said we could borrow more. And while Selvus has an excellent memory and he takes good notes, I find it often best to have the sources right at hand. Don't you find, Brother Bertram?
Oh yes, I travel with a shrine to the Argent Lord, a desk for scrolls and potions, and the shelf with me.
My
at all
word.
times.
Do you really? I
Yes.
must see this wagon.
It's
But
wonderful.
he's talking louder and louder, and all of a sudden, Selvus, you kind of like open your eyes.
Well, what are we talking about?
Some of the other acolytes in there that are trying to sleep, they're talking about books, Master
Oh.
Wizard.
Yes, books. Who's talking? Oh, Brother
Dragon.
Bertram.
Talking about books again.
Rixus. Listen,
I'm not his dragon, I'll have you know. I'm my own individual. I'm Rixus. And he kind of flutters his wings. Selvus, it's good that you're awake.
It
You
is.
would not believe this. Bertram has an entire wagon just for books. Many
Well,
books.
it's not just
really, truly,
He's given me
a book
a
wagon.
bookshelf. Yes,
a shelf on a bookshelf.
yes, my own bookshelf. We can commandeer as many books as we wish and take them with us. This is amazing. My dear Selvus.
Listen, I believe that this might be the prime point. Now, listen, you know, we humans, we need our night's rest, but I know you dragons, many of you are nocturnal. So there's very good possibility if you want to keep collecting books throughout the evening, and we'll add a pile to this bookshelf that we'll be acquiring.
Yes, this is an excellent idea.
Not
Brother Bertram,
acquiring.
if
per
you
se.
could help me carry these books, and he starts like pulling out the book, and Selvus, you notice that
Oh
he
no,
like,
no, no!
ran-
He needs his sleep tonight.
well, he was
He's
so
a human as
excited to
well.
tell me of his traveling library.
Well,
I'm sure
if
he
he's
doesn't mind
if he's
helping
willing,
me.
if he's willing.
we can do it in the morning.
Either
I will
way,
help
I'm
you
going
carry-
back to sleep, y'all.
A shelf on the bookshelf in my traveling temple. Yes.
I see. Very well. Off to the library, and he kind of flies out the door, and the other acolytes kind of glare over at Bertram, not where he can see them, because again, he's like twice their size. They're kind of like, like you can tell that the wonder of this dragon that must have been there has long worn off for all
Yeah.
these, because they've all got to be up before dawn to do the chores and do their stuff, and this dragon thinks books are the most important thing ever.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's take 5. Welcome back. All right. So the night passes uneventfully. The trio of Brother Bertram, Selvus, and Sir Benric, well, I guess you can count Clay, and then also the dragon, although he doesn't sleep. They all find their beds and sleep very well the night through, equally comfortable in her own spot out at the stables. Elwyn beds down with her elk Ruthane and spends a comfortable night enjoying the company of her boon companion. The morning dawns, and you each kind of find yourself gathering once again inside the temple in the morning, unless there's anything anyone else would be doing.
Just preparing my spells for the day.
Okay.
And I will be praying for mine.
Okay.
Yep. Venric will be getting his armor on and his equipment gear ready.
And Clay helps you, holds the breastplate, helps you strap it on, all the different things, hands you your sword to, helps you buckle everything on, get your, your tabard adjusted, all the different things. And you guys eventually come out all prepped and ready for the day, make your way to the kitchen. And I'm assuming, do you come in, Aelwyn, from outside to seek some breakfast?
I do.
Okay. You guys meet her in the entryway heading to the mess hall. You notice like the mess hall's kind of like a steady line because most people don't, sit for breakfast. Most people are grabbing food to go, but there's plenty of spots open for you guys to sit and eat. What looks like a standard breakfast: bacon and eggs with some biscuits. And again, Bertram doesn't stand on ceremony. He just goes in and tucks in. And Bertram would be able to let you guys all know that there is a late morning service, but obviously if you guys want to get on the road making time, you may not want to stay for that.
Pretty good. I think probably a good idea. We should probably pass on the morning service. We did the evening one after all, so we should be good.
How many services are there here?
3 daily.
Too many.
3 a day.
That take?
I do agree, Celibus. I think that the earlier we head out, the better. We should make most of our time.
It's true. We were already blessed by the Argent Lord last night.
Yes, I have no need to hear any more words, so.
All right.
Not to mention, Brother Bertram can bless us on the road.
It's true. And I'm quite sure regale us with many fine sermons.
I'm not quite at that level yet. Actually, it didn't go so well when well, let's not talk about that.
You're more one of the more the practical clerics.
Well, I mean, I'm a cleric, some people are better with words, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Understandable.
I'm better at other things, though. There are other things I can do. But we're supposed to meet with Father Gedwin this morning before we...
It's true. He said something about a boon.
Well, let's do that. Aelwyn wolfs down her food so quickly.
Yeah.
It's kind of impolite, but she doesn't notice.
See it as a challenge and try to meet her pace.
You notice that like Bertram's way ahead of you, Celibus and Venric. At this point, you guys are joined by the small brass dragon who looks exhausted. I have piled for the journey my stack of books. I have prevailed upon a servant. He'll meet us in a bit. And he flaps in. And again, you notice that Aelwyn and Venric, you guys are new to this. Like, no one is really they're taking it in stride, this small dragon flapping around. Clearly, Celibus has been here for some time and many times before. And he's like, oh, eggs and bacon. I will rally. And
Yes.
he kind of tucked into a small plate.
Probably best you eat and then perhaps get some rest if at all possible.
Well, first I must peruse my traveling library. The whole wagon for my books. I
True.
cannot wait.
You find
And,
something.
None of that is true. What you said is not what I said. I definitely want you to be able to carry... The whole wagon is my temple. But there's some space in there for you.
Yes, he said he had the bookshelf for you. I believe is what he was saying.
A shelf on the bookshelf. It's a
Yeah,
whole shelf.
the bookshelf. I thought we were saying the same thing.
No. There's many shelves on my bookshelf.
I see.
My stuff. But I'll let you use a bookshelf.
Oh, so I get to use the bookshelf. Perfect.
Oh, the words are not what I'm trying. You can use a single layer of shelf on my many shelves in the bookshelf.
I understand. I
Feel that you're smarter than this, and I'm being had.
No,
As they're
my
having
friend.
that back and forth, Aelwyn whispers to the dragon, sort of trying not to be heard by Celovus. Forgive me, Bronze One. Aren't worms your age still with their parents? Have you been kidnapped?
No. It's a long story, one of which I don't fully remember. I am not as young as I appear. You may have picked up on by my patterns of speech, but I'm no mere child. But it's a story for when there aren't eggs and bacon. And he kind of turns and tucks in and begins eating. You notice he's kind of reluctant. You knowing beasts the way you do, Ellen, he doesn't really want to talk about it.
Fair enough. Blink twice if he hasn't sorcelled you.
Blink 3 times if you deserve a full bookshelf.
DPS, Dragon Protective Services.
Immediately, Aelwyn's trying to take Celovus' dragon. She's like, oh yeah, I need all the animal companions myself. She's gonna end up with an army.
I'm the druid.
I just, have to make sure that you didn't steal an egg from loving parents.
No, I performed no evil rituals to make the thing follow my will at all.
All right. You guys make your way out of there, leaving the dragon to have his breakfast. And, as you guys are kind of leaving, he's like, I swore he said a whole bookshelf. I don't understand the deception. I thought Bertram was right and true, but me. And as you guys kind of make your way out, you head back, knocking on the door to Father Gedwin's private study. You hear his deep voice, enter. You come in. Excellent. I take it you'll be leaving soon.
Yes.
Well, you have my blessing of the Argent Lord, no doubt, upon you. I would, however, grant you each a boon now. So each one of you guys start with a healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Normally. He is giving you each a second healing potion.
Ooh.
As well as a healing poultice.
Nice.
Standing in the room is a rather short, squat man. And he says, this is Arnall. Brother Bertram, this is Arnall will be going with you. He'll be taking care of the horses, seeing to the wagon. And he kind of nods. Arnold's looks like he's in his late 20s, just kind of, a bit of a hayseed. He's got, balding pate, and he's just kind of a round face. And Brother Bertram, good to meet you, sir. Seen you about the place. I'll be seeing to the horses, apparently.
Good to have you, Arnold.
Ma'am, sir.
Well met.
Or well, thank you, Father.
Yes.
Appreciate
there's
it.
nothing else. Let's get out of this building.
And he kind of smiles. Indeed. Good luck to you.
And to you, Father.
All right. You guys head outside.
Mm-hmm.
You muster outside. Let me pull my face off of here. Over at number 7 is where you find the Wainwright, where the wagon is ready. Yes, it is hit up, and you can see that this wagon is it is a well-made wagon. It's it looks like a small house on 4 wheels, and it takes a team of 2 large draft horses to pull it.
Named Bella? and Donna.
Excellent.
Name? Are they poisonous horses?
No, they're a throwback to another campaign.
And you see, the servant Arnold. Excellent, sir. You want me to help drive him today, or?
Yeah, is there room for both of us up there on the seat?
Yeah, you can both fit up on the buckboard.
I'll let him drive, and I'll sit next to him.
About that time you hear, I say, where indeed is this? And you kind of turn to see the small dragonling flapping about excitedly, his weariness temporarily suspended. He has 2 servants, armloads full of books, wearily standing there. We have other chores. Yes, of course. If I may see my library.
I will open the back of the wagon and walk in with him.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't pull that image from my phone, but I do have an image of what the back of Brother Bertram's wagon looks like. Well, my dear sir, there isn't much room left for my things.
Well, there's the shelf. One shelf on the bookshelf.
I'll need a moment. And he starts going through. No, we don't need the field guide to. No, let me see. Beasts and and it takes him after about 5 or 10 minutes. He finally sorts through, and about a dozen books he puts on the shelf. Oh, very well.
Is that all you could fit? Well, I guess it'll have to do.
Well, it's not a whole book. It's not a whole.
I know, it was a little bit deceiving. He did say bookshelf originally.
I was not deceitful. I spoke truly and honestly.
And I'm very, very appreciative of it.
It's true. I think it's your accent. Are you from the north, perhaps?
I believe he is.
I don't.
Meanwhile, Benric, you go over to the stable. Actually, before you kind of turn to the stable, and Clay is already coming with. He's got haste already mounted, barded up, and all of the gear and accoutrements ready. For his part, Clay is wearing his leather armor, and he has his pack with all the extra gear, and he's holding the reins of your mighty steed.
Thank you, Clay.
Of course, sir. Kind of bows.
Benric nods, and he will mount.
Venric effortlessly vaults into the saddle, plate mail and all, his long black hair swaying in the wind. He's the very picture of manliness. And, you can see Clay like trots along alongside the horse. And meanwhile, Celavus, after the dragonling is done within, he kind of flies back out and takes his normal perch atop your shoulder and kind of curls up where your backpack and your shoulder are, and he's like, try to keep a steady gait, old boy, if you don't mind.
I will. I know you need your sleep.
Next thing you know, he's snoring softly in your ear. Aelwyn, you kind of start walking over, and finally Ruthane gets impatient, and just before they can open the gate, he just easily vaults the gate and jumps over top of it and just trots over next to you. He has got his barding. I'm assuming you already saddled him up and put his barding on him and everything.
Yeah. And she'll mount up as all this goes on. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna just say, what's the order? Like, you got the wagon, and in relation, the wagon will take up most of the road. So, what's everybody else going to be doing, like, as they ride/walk along?
Aelwyn could go in front as the guide, basically.
Okay.
Aelwyn and Ruthane can't.
All right.
Benric will go. He'll go alongside Aelwyn.
Okay. Yep. You both can take up the front then, because the road's wide enough for 2 of you.
Then I guess I'll come. I don't mind bringing up the back of it.
Well, you're on the front, aren't you? Like on the front of the wagon.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the wagon can go last.
Oh yeah. Is there a spot inside? Because like say it looks fairly large, and I know there's a kind of bookshelf and stuff like that. Is there a spot inside that Celibus would be able to like sit inside, like inside the actual wagon itself?
Yeah, Brother Bertram would ask you to not mess with his shrine, but there's a desk there for making potions and scrolls that you can set in if you'd like.
Ah, very good. Just simply, when the wagon tends to keep things a little bit less rocky than my steps and dragons sleeping.
I don't mind to share. It is a holy place.
I appreciate it. I won't touch any of your things.
Is there anything else that you guys would ask of me or of anyone here?
No, Benrick would ask Brother Bertram if as we journey on, if Clay starts to get fatigued, if there's any spot in the carriage that he could rest. So that way he's not marching the entire time we're all riding.
I think that we could accommodate with the same, understanding. One thing that I don't have is any kind of feed for this person. So that would be something I would have to do.
I would say Arnal would have seen to that.
Excellent. Yeah, that would be something we could do. I sent you guys all a picture of what the inside looks like.
And not right away, Clay. It's important that a squire learns to march.
Oh, I'm fine, sir. My legs are strong.
Good.
Well then,
Can we go?
are we off?
Yes, Ruthin, I know. They take a long time. It's just...
All right.
He's sort of
It is-
prancing around, getting a little irritable, waiting to go.
There is a window, too, Ben, in the front that you could see.
Ah, very good. If I do need a little bit extra light, I will perhaps prop it open.
All right. Well, with the wagon and, the draft horses and then some of you walking the slower speed, you guys can move roughly 2 hexes per day on the road. Going off-road will slow that down quite a bit more, obviously. But sticking to the road, you make your way first down the north road heading south, and then you come after, maybe half the first day to a fork in the road. The sign points west, and it says Reuven. And then there's another sign that points east, and it says Fartham. But Fartham has been scratched out, and you can see there's like graffiti almost, where it like shows a skull and beware and things, daubed on there and stuff.
Interesting.
Heading to the east along the Old East Road, so you guys would be essentially, you see the first hex south, which is where you saw the sign. You get just barely into that second hex north of the Bramblewood and between the hills, and it's starting to get dark. You've encountered nothing along the road. Assuming that you are going to make camp and not try to press on in the dark.
Yes. I believe that would be the best.
Okay. What does camp consist of for the party? So do you guys have like tents? I mean, obviously Bertram kind of pulls his wagon up. I believe
Aylwin
Venric,
just
you
throws
have a
down-
large. I'm sorry, what's that, Kate?
Oh, I would say Aylwin just throws down a blanket, and that's it for her.
Next to her elk. I believe Venric has a large tent, though.
I have a small tent.
Small tent, okay.
Celis
Henrik?
has a small tent as well, but I think that's one person.
One person and one tiny dragon, of course.
And
Venric-
books.
As soon as you guys stop, you guys notice that Clay, without anything being said, he's already pulling the tent out. Fire here, okay, all right, and he starts setting the tent up and everything and getting everything prepped. Getting camp set. Do you guys light a fire? It is early October. It's at this point it's October 10th. So
I would say so, right?
Yeah, we'll need it for the heat.
Aylwin,
I'll
what do
start
you
a
think?
fire in the wagon too, in the
Okay.
stove.
you guys, kind of see lights from within, and it looks really cheerful in this wagon. It looks very warm and comfortable. And Delvis, as you spend some time in there, you notice like it's got a nice little bed in here and everything, and it's like everything one could desire. And you're wondering to yourself, like, hey, what's the deal?
How do I get me a wagon?
Yeah, you walk the roads a lot. As evening comes on, you guys, the tents are pitched, fires blazing and crackling merrily. Bertram comes out. He's got, his inside of his wagon, going good. You guys can feel the warmth from in there. You share a meal around the campfire. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to do?
No, Benrick will tell Clay though that we'll split the tent. While I'm on guard, you can sleep in the tent, and vice versa.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, my bedroll is more than enough. I wouldn't dream of getting in your tent, sir. It's more than enough. My bedroll is quite warm. Thank you, sir. He looks almost scandalized that you would even, you being a knight, he like the idea of him like taking your spot just seems it just seems like he'd be breaking some rule. He'll do as you order, of course, but he just seems like no, I'm a squire. I'm supposed to sleep on the ground with sticks in my back and rocks in my eye, and but you guys take watch. You post up. The night passes uneventfully. The wind kicks up, and about the middle of the night, it dies way down, and there are no encounters. The next morning, the day dawns. It's very cloudy and overcast. Looks like it might threaten rain, but maybe not this day, maybe in a day or two. It's hard to tell. But it's just a very dreary kind of looking day. It's very gray. The sun only begins to peek through the clouds later in the day. You guys break camp that morning.
Well, then.
Bertram gets up, yawns, comes out of his nice warm wagon, kind of shivers a little bit.
Aylwin gets up and literally folds her blanket, does nothing else, hops on her elk, and is ready to go.
I'll do my morning prayers.
And I will be reading in the morning, preparing my spells.
Benrick will wake back up and get his armor on and get his gear.
More things to be done. I see.
Clay is busily breaking the tent down, doing all the things, helping you with your armor. You guys notice that Clay is like just constantly on the move. He's feeding the horse, he's rubbing the horse down, he's doing all the things, and he just seems so honored and excited to be doing it.
Mark a ration off?
Yes, everyone mark a ration off. Thank you.
Were you a squire once, Benrick? Is that how that works?
I was.
How long were you a squire for?
Oh, it would have been a few years until I proved myself in battle.
What I hope to do here in the Lonely Valley. Clay kind of, as he's standing there, he stands tall and proud and clutches the dagger at his belt. I'll prove myself to you, Sir Venric. He kind of bows and then realizes that like everyone's looking at him, and he kind of blushes and ducks his head.
I know it, Clay. I know it. I want you to be smart, though. I don't want you to be foolish, rush into anything you're not ready for. We'll get there, though.
Of course, sir. Of course. He kind of steps back chastened and bows his head.
Lad's got the battle heat.
He is ready to prove himself. He's a fine young lad, though. He'll do well.
It's a good attitude to have.
It is.
Continuing on your way, you travel. Let me go back off of my face. You travel for a couple more hours. The old East Road wends along between the hills to the north and the Bramblewood to the south. At times, the hills and forests seem to battle one another for possession of the road as it passes between more hilly or wooded areas here and there. As the track passes beneath the boughs of tall trees on both sides, it narrows somewhat, twisting and turning, but heading ever eastward as it has all along. Rounding a bend, you can see a fallen tree across the road. Everyone give me perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nat 20. Oh my
Nice.
god.
Sylvis is paying zero attention.
Not a class skill.
Venric got a 10.
I got an 8.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got a nat 20.
10 and up.
Nope.
All right. You guys round the bend. The two mounted people are in the lead, followed by the wagon. Well, I can do this without knocking everything over.
Stay up, Bella. Stay up, Bella.
Clay is running alongside his master on the horse. Inside, of course, are Celibus, and Brixus.
That's why I didn't notice anything, because
Yep.
we're inside.
Who got a 10 and up?
Failed.
Not
Venric
I.
did.
Aelwyn, Venric? Just the two of you? Okay. As you are rounding, you see figures amid the brush. And you hear just high and sharp, "Take 'em, lads!" And we go to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
That's
She's
a really
not.
cool picture.
it's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Cool to see the whole party.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the snoozing wizard. You know.
Yeah.
Mind my bed.
So far, it's just
It's
the
so comfy.
druid and the knight that get to go this round.
Makes sense.
Okay. And these cards here. Okay. Somebody tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Look who that is.
Mm-hmm.
So Aelwyn keeps her bow out when on the road. Does she see anything after hearing that?
Yes, she can make out figures in the brush all about. We pan back a little bit, moving around.
Okay, does she have a shot at any of them?
They have cover, but yes, she does.
Okay, she's gonna sight and she's gonna yell out, "There's something out there! They're coming!" Let's see. That is only a 10.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll pull another arrow.
Venric, what is your dexterity?
16.
Then you will go next.
Okay. Venric he's going to ride up to the nearest figure and attempt to lance him.
Okay. Oh, Venric rides up, lance in hand. Let me see where closest one is. Yep, you see. Actually, right behind this bush here, you see kind of trying to take cover. There is a man. He's kind of readying himself. You ride up to him.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing like kind of filthy clothes, and he's got a jagged sword in his hand.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, that is an 8.
An 8?
An 8, yeah.
That is not good enough. Will the dice gods take any pity tonight on the group? All right.
Perhaps
It
not.
is at this time that you see springing into action several bandits. You see lunging from the opposite side of the road. This guy runs across at you, as does that one. You can see a couple others that are getting ready. Oops, it's an accident. In the distance. You also see an archer step out behind and a crossbowman from behind here. Kind of as they oh yeah, one more archer from back here behind that bush. And they take aim. All right. As these rush in, first archer is going to shoot at Venric. That is a miss. The second archer is going to shoot at Haste, your steed, hitting an 11.
That. Excuse me.
That a miss?
That's a miss.
Okay. The third archer is going to fire at Ruathane, hitting a 10.
Miss.
Arrow flashes by. Meanwhile, the two that ran up, well, you charged the one, and the other one that was with him, they go to stab up. The one misses, the other one stabbing toward Haste hits a 16.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Stabbing your horse for 3 points of damage in its left leg.
Ooh.
Stabbing it in its foreleg.
No bueno.
This thing stabbed your horse, Venric.
Oh, he's gonna die for that.
All right. Finally, your boss steps out. And you hear him there like, Garn! They seem pretty tough. He's like, shut up, don't use my name, you idiot. And you see a man in studded leather carrying a sword and shield kind of step out from behind this bush into the way. He's got, again, his armor's kind of rusted and dented up and banged up, and he's like, take him out quick. And that's all he does is give an order. All right, this turn, the Dragonling, the Wizard, the Cleric, and the Squire all get to go as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Somebody tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Oh, that was bad luck. All right. They get another round. All right. As the archers fire again, this time they've closed. So what they're going to do is the first one fires at the druid, hitting an 8. The
Miss.
second one fires at the elk, hitting a 17.
Ooh, that's a hit.
The elk takes 3 points of damage as he gets shot in the right leg and the upper thigh. The third one fires at the horse again, hitting a 14.
That is a miss.
Spracks off his armor. Meanwhile, these men rush up, putting a total of 3. And Garn is going to rush up here, and he is going to hurl a javelin at you, Knight. Actually, no, he's not. It's not his turn. I didn't pull his card. My bad. So there's 3 regular guys swinging at you, Sir Knight. That is a miss. That is a 15 and an 18.
Those are all misses.
The 18's a miss?
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
Flanging off your shield, you block his contemptuous blow. Meanwhile, the one swings on the druid, 16.
That is a hit.
This hand axe chugs into your side, hitting you in the leg for 4 points of damage.
Ah.
Druid!
She looks with hatred in her eyes at the one that shot her elk. So that Ruathan is going to attempt to gore this fool who just ran up on us.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, he got a 15
That is a hit.
for max damage. He gores him for 7 points of damage in the torso.
Okay. So this bandit gets gored with this mighty elk's horns, and he is dead ski.
And then I'm going to attempt to shoot the one that dared to aim at my precious stag. That is a miss, though.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the wagon, I say, did you hear something?
I believe I did. I think there's something going on outside. Maybe we should check.
But I'm at a very interesting part. Did you know in the Great Orc Invasion of 1217, oh my, was that an arrow that flashed by? Well, the door is closed, you know. He hems and haws for his turn.
Stay here a moment, Vrixus.
Even got the mounted version for you.
Nice. Brother Birchin is going to hop down and walk up behind the druidess.
Now, who has the reins?
Arnor.
Arnold. Okay, he was. Gotcha.
Yeah, because he had been riding. He'd been riding it. Yeah.
Okay. So you hop down and you move up by the druidess.
Yep. I believe that's my whole turn, right?
No, that was which. You're wearing banded, right? So that's 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
I mean, hopping down that's only count 5 feet. No, you're fine if you want to do something.
Yep. I'm gonna reach over and touch her knee. And say,
I say,
Argent Lord, heal this one, and use my healing hands ability.
uh-oh.
We're
Nice.
healed for 5 points of damage.
She flinched away when you touched her at first, but then, my goodness, thank you.
It meant no harm.
As she's firing off arrows.
Sir Venric.
Okay. So in combat with the lance, does that have to be for charging, or can you use it while you're stationary too?
The lance is supposed to be used for charging. So essentially, after you make the charge, you usually would drop it and draw your blade and start swinging.
Okay, then that is exactly what I'll do. Can I drop it with the free move, then pull my blade and swing?
Yep. Because otherwise, what you could do is just so you know, for future reference, I'm going to cut to me because this is kind of a new mechanic. You can always charge past and through. So if you don't want to stop with the end, say you have lance in hand on the turn before, you could have charged, struck that guy, and remember, you can move your full movement as far as you want with the lance, so that the next time you'd be charging with the lance as well.
Perfect.
But
okay.
Because in this case, you stop. It would, it's draw your sword time.
Good to know. Okay, yep. I'll drop my lance and pull my sword, and I'll swing at the one that hit haste.
Okay.
That is a 23.
That
Nice.
is a hit, sir.
So, for 9 points of damage in his torso.
Okay, so you hack through his torso, dropping him dead to the ground, cleaving on into the next guy, dropping him dead to the ground as well.
Nice.
All right.
Your sword cuts through the one guy's midsection as just his entrails hit the ground, and you end in the guy's sternum and jerk your blade out as he falls to the ground, a corpse.
Now, can haste...
Your horse can attack as well, though.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, haste is going to... Says he's going to hoof this guy.
Rears up. That's a terrible neighing sound, but that's what he does.
All right, so he didn't move, so he's got both attacks, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He got a 12 and a 13.
The 13 hits.
All right. For 5 points of damage in the torso.
Okay, he caves this guy's chest in
Nice.
as the fourth bandit falls. Dear Lord. Next fastest is, let's see. Wizard, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is a 16.
That would be you then.
Okay.
Sullivan.
I will go. Is that like a window, like Jerry was saying, up by the front there?
Yes.
I will.
There's a window at the front and a door at the back.
Okay, I will pop that window open from where I am standing, or I'll kind of from the inside. I'll go over and open up that window.
Okay.
And
it is large enough to shimmy through. You can see Arnold has the reins out there.
Okay. How far am I from the just for measuring sake? How far am I from the bandit leader?
From the bandit leader, let's see. Not that far. You are from right inside. Maybe 60 feet or so.
Okay. Yeah, I will attempt to. At this point, I'm just going to kind of move and then kind of spend the rest of my turn shimmying out this kind of small window to get on the kind of thing next to Arnold there.
Okay, let me grab a mini for Arnold because that's something I didn't have ready. So we'll say, find somebody. I just need just a regular old dude. Just. No, he's not exactly. I'm not liking any of these guys. I'm just going to use this farmer guy for a minute. This is not exactly who he exactly looks like, but this is who he is for now. Farmer Brown there. And Sullivan, you kind of wriggle your way out. Do you get off the buckboard?
Yes, I will get off the buckboard as well.
And you kind of thump down next to the road. All right. Meanwhile, Garn is going to rush up. Shoot him, you idiots! Seeing most of his men have fallen and realizing how fast you guys are moving, he's going to swing again at your horse, not at you, using some tactics, hitting a 12.
Is a miss.
All right. Clay will run up unless you yell what you didn't yell in instructions. So he would run up, pick up your lance, and hold it at the ready in case you need it.
Yep. Perfect.
All right. Next round. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, knocked all the trees over. Okay. Look at that. Dragonling.
Rixus would, unless he is, I'm guessing, kind of with seeing the window popped open at this point, I'm guessing he would kind of fly over to the perch just to kind of and perch on the windowsill to kind of just see what he can see.
He
at
actually
this point.
flies up and gets on top of the wagon and
Perfect.
kind of surveys what's going on. I say, I'm trying to read in here. What is happening?
It's
Who
bandits,
are these
Rixus.
men? This is most irregular, sir.
It's true. We'll need to kill them quickly.
Mongo is appalled.
All right. Cleric.
All right, yeah, Bertram. He's gonna rush up on that leader and take a swing.
Runs up.
Die, bandit! But he'll drop his mace.
Oh, no!
Titus, the ghost of you, come leave me!
Oh, my God. Hurling. Well, does he? Let me see. Let me roll a hit die. What's your strength bonus, Jerry? Roll a d6 with your strength bonus.
Ready? 5 total.
5 total. So you throw your mace, your maul over there. You can see that. Wood.
I
Look
meant
at the
to
underbrush.
do that! Well, I don't like that.
You almost hit the archer, Bertram. Good toss.
Bertram just looks back at you, just starts breathing very heavy.
Who's got the highest dex? Wizard, knight, or druid?
17.
I got a 16.
Yep, 16 for me as well.
Hey, you guys got some high dexes. Okay, druid. I drew the wild card, so you are next.
Okay, she is going to pull her scimitar in her offhand, and they are going to charge the archer who shot her elk.
Okay, that would be this guy.
So
now you
yes.
pulled it, but because you're not the one doing the moving, you can attack, as can your elk, because he's attacking with his horns.
Yep. So Ruthane is going to attempt to gore him. Ooh, total of a 15
That's a hit.
for 6 points of damage in his right leg.
Okay, Ruthane spears him down to the ground with these mighty horns, and this guy drops dead to the ground.
She looks over at the other one behind that log pile. Run, or you're next. And she can't attack because there's no more enemies in front of her. So she will do that next time.
Okay. Meanwhile, Clay, my lord, I'm ready! And
stay.
he is going... Joel, give me a morale check for Clay to see if his passions overwhelm him. So roll 2d6, and his morale should be on the stats that I gave you. It should be ML.
8.
So if you roll 8 or lower, he obeys your command. If you roll 9, 10, 11, or 12, he is heedless and charges forward.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, sir, yes, sir. He heeds your command. Celavus.
All right. Is there a spot on that side where I could get to, where I have a line of sight to the boss there?
To get into melee or just to see him?
Just to be able to see him, get a line of sight to him.
If you kind of moved over into the brush here, then yes.
Okay, I will do so. I'm just going to
because the tree's kind of in the way.
over there. He still does not have his sword out at this point, but he is going to waggle his fingers in an arcane fashion, mumble some words under his breath, and this guy is going to need to give me a save versus spells as I cast Charm Person on him.
Oh boy.
My God. I like it.
Well, I rolled a 3.
So this is very important, DM. What is his intelligence?
It's not real high.
That's cool.
That's very good then.
It is a 10.
Okay, so he gets a new save next week.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Unless
thing I
one of
wanna
us attacks him, that is, he gets he does get another save with additional or with advantage. So if one of us was to do that, he also.
What is the effect? Like immediately,
Yep,
he's in
so
combat.
the spell makes a humanoid creature. Actually, sorry, he would have gotten advantage on that roll because he was in combat with those other guys. So that's
Gotcha.
the first thing.
Oh my God! I rolled another 3. 2 3s. So
Okay.
I feel you.
So, the effect, the spell makes a humanoid creature regard the caster as a trusted friend and ally unless they make a successful saving throw versus spells. If it is currently threatened by the caster or an ally, it rolls with advantage on its saving throw. The spell has the following effects on the charmed creature. 1, it regards the caster and by extension their allies as friends and comrades to be trusted, will fight in their defense. Number 2, if they speak the same language, then I can make suggestions for the charmed creature in the same language. And thirdly, the charm lasts until the subject can make a successful saving throw versus spells. They get a new saving throw based on their intelligence score as shown below.
okay, he's like squaring up with Venric up on his warhorse, and he's like catches sight of you. You guys see this shimmering magic appear around him. He's like, hey, kind of lowers his sword and shield. Like, hey, buddy.
Good friend, there's a crossbowman right behind you. They're attacking us.
No, wait. There was me. Hey, stop. What are you doing? Don't shoot. Don't you know who this is? Well, I can't remember your name. I know you, right? I feel like from that time at the tavern.
A long time ago, yes. It's
What
been
a
so
night,
long.
huh?
It's been
Wow,
so
that was-
long,
and
friend.
you see the crossman is like, Garn, what are you doing? Listen, don't just it's all good. Just take it easy, man. Look, these guys, this guy. I thought that was you. I remember that night. How much ale, right?
A lot
And
of
he
it.
just kind of like slumps his shoulders and like sheathes his sword. Well, on his turn he'll do all that, but yeah, he is not paying attention to none of that anymore, and no combat footing whatsoever. Meanwhile, the knight.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, seeing that this guy is no longer a combatant, Venric is going to ride past him to the archer.
Henrik rushes past, goes over here to where the archer, this crossbowman, is behind the log.
Yep, and he is going to take a swing. 14.
That is a hit, sir.
Right. That is for 3 points of damage in the head.
Okay, he still stands, but he is staggered as you chop. He has a rusty metal helm that you hit so hard it like clangs off and goes rolling into the brush, but it's dented in, and this guy like goes down to one knee. Like, ah!
All right.
Oh, your horse can still go. My bad.
Yep. Haste will take his one hoof attack.
Actually, he gets both.
Oh, okay.
He can run up and just rear. Yeah, you can take all your attacks at any point during your movement.
He misses with both.
Okay. Them, they're like, Garn, what are you doing? These guys are gonna have to make a morale check.
You're not
all right,
the
they
boss's
hold.
druid or side.
This guy is gonna step back with his crossbow and try to shoot the horse, missing. This other guy is gonna, from where he is, try to shoot the druid, hitting an 11.
Miss.
And finally, Garn. I'm gonna rule that he doesn't. He just turns around like in confusion. He's like, "Hey, guys, stop! Just stop fighting. Just take it easy. Everybody, just take it easy." And that's all he's gonna do right now.
Okay.
And somebody tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Fastest PC, which I believe is our druid.
Okay. She looks at that one that just tried to shoot her. Well, I told you. And Ruathane is going to run around the logs and attempt to gore, and she's going to try to hit him as well. Oh, freaking Ruathane. He hits a 19
That's a hit.
for 4 in his left leg.
Just clean
Yeah, he spears him down to the ground, and he screams out in pain as he dies.
And then we'll continue circling around the log and make our way over to Venric. Like, next to him, yeah.
Okay. Celovus.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of seeing the way things are going. Silvis is going to just continue to kind of keep up the charade that he has going with Garn here. Like I said, since most of his men are gone, he's kind of mostly just trying to keep Garn's attention. He's like, kind of keeps regaling him of old fake stories as he's kind of making. He's like, oh yeah, you know.
You guys, you kind of see him. He's like, hey, I'm sorry. These guys, some have been with me a while.
It's okay. I'm sure I'll get to know him a little bit better later. We'll have a drink with him sometime.
He starts walking up. He's like, do you remember that tavern maid down, I think it was Southcote? Didn't you leave with her?
Delilah. Well,
yes.
that
was you that night, wasn't it?
It was. It really was.
That was, what a night. Legendary. I tell you what, man, the stories. I tell everybody those stories.
I just keep that. I just kind of keep that up, like, and keep his attention on me the whole time whilst
yes, and he's not looking at his final man and whatever his fate is about to be. Oh, and look there, his fate is not going to be for long.
Oh yes. Venric will attempt to run this guy through. It's a 12.
That is a miss. No, actually, yeah, that's a miss. Okay. But your horse can still go 2 hooves.
Yes. Ace will take his attacks. Oh, it's a nat 20 and 11.
Oh my god.
That's to the head. Big old horse hoof to the face.
That is for 8 damage to the head.
Okay.
Paralyzed forever.
And The horse rears, missing with the first hoof and crushing this dude's skull right in with the second hoof. And the final guy drops, and meanwhile Garn, he's so busy talking that he doesn't even pay attention to the guy's like death gurgle. He's like, so yeah, you got any ale?
I'm sure we have some around here somewhere. What do we want to do?
I look at Venric. Well, I'm gonna go get my stupid maul and then go look at Venric.
Venric dismounts. He walks right up to Garn.
He
gets about a foot away from him. Garn, who are you and what are you doing out here?
Let me take a quick look at something, because I want to see. I'm just curious. Oh yeah. Yep. You're all of you guys are viewed as trusted. He kind of, well, I'm really not supposed to tell anyone. You know, we're
It's okay though, Garn. You could tell us.
well, I mean, okay, you know, coin's hard to come by these days. So we've been waiting by the road, and you know, we like waylay travelers, and there's good coin in it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever done it. I mean, we all do it from time to time, right? Right?
Yeah, sure we do.
So, I mean, and sometimes, I mean, the way they scream, oh man, I could tell you stories. But yeah, we, you know, we waylay travelers, take their, it's a good gig, you know, it's, and you know, we've made a deal with, you know, some of them and farther up there, you know, and, we, you know, I mean, we've got our treasure nearby where we've stashed it. And, yeah, you know, old Cal, you know, he just sent me a letter. He, you know, telling me, you know, we're doing a good job, and just keep an eye on the road. You know, I mean, you know, we're part of the Ebon Knives. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of us. I mean, we're all through the Lonely Valley. Everyone knows about the Ebon Knives, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you get it. I mean, you know, our boss, Rogar the Fellhand, I mean, he's down in Softcoat most of the time. He's got a gambling ring down there and stuff. But I mean, yeah, Rogar, man, he's, you know, everyone's afraid of him. Well, not Cal, not the cult, of course. No, the cult, they don't fear anything, you know. And I mean, between you and me, I think Cal might be in the cult now. It's hard to know. I mean, everything's so messed up in Fartham. We don't even go into Fartham very far. Not further than the villa. You know, the villa's fine if you want to go there. Cal's there. Did I tell you about Cal? Gave me this letter.
You didn't, but you should tell me about that.
Oh yeah. Well, here I can. Hold on. Let me. You want to read it?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, give me a second.
I was so happy when I rolled Charm Person as one of my random first level spells. I'm just like, ooh, this will come handy.
Yep, Joel, by the way, in mounted combat, you roll with advantage for all your attacks.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep. You are a Knigget.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I
that
will have to keep that in
spell.
mind. I'm gonna just sew myself to this horse. I'm never
That's how there was a boss in one of the Elden Ring games. It was like this massive like knight on a giant horse, and the kind of the whole thing was, if you look really closely at the design, he actually has his armor is actually chained to his horse, that also like the barding on his horse. So it's kind of like this built in so you can never knock him off of his horse.
nice.
Like, yeah, we'll need to get Venric some of that horse
Takes
chains.
45 minutes to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. And now you need 3 squires.
Right?
Right.
Full of Dumb and Dumber.
Work. I don't know if this will work because realized Not saved as an image. So I will have to read what this says to you guys. I will send you this later.
Mm-hmm.
He hands you this crumpled wine-stained paper that has clearly been read through several times. Do you read it, Celibus?
I do.
He
I'll
hands
read
you
it
the
out
letter.
loud.
Keep an eye on the old East Road. Never know when some fool will try their luck in Fartham again. Some beastmen caused a ruckus at the Temple of the Lightsworn recently, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't send someone looking. If you see anyone like that, or anyone at all, you take them down. You're welcome to keep whatever valuables as always, but try to keep a couple alive for questioning. Bring anyone you capture to the villa, and there's coin in it for you. Just remember this time that they have to be able to talk, or they're no good to us. The letter is unsigned.
Well, I think we might need an escort to this villa.
Oh yeah, the villa. Yeah, the villa's great. I mean, you guys will. Yeah, I mean,
So
Yeah,
you can't be serious.
Not really.
Benrick will turn back to Garn and say, "This is your one and only chance. You go right back to your boss. Tell him Benrick Truesteel and his companions killed all of your companions. And if we ever see any bandits on this East Road or anywhere else in this area again, they will be killed without mercy."
Who's Venric? Are you Venric?
I'm Benrick.
Okay.
If I see you or any of your lot out here again, I will cut your head off.
Hey, he kind of looks at the wizard. He's like, I thought we were cool. Is he mad at me?
Yeah, because your guys kind of tried to kill him and stuff. So.
Yeah. That was okay. Right. That was a misunderstanding. I think some of them ran off anyhow. So I'll go tell Rogar. I think he's in Softcoat. Tell him
I'll
tell him what you said.
Benrick Truesteel will run
Benrick
down every
Truesteel.
bandit that he finds.
Okay.
Take their heads.
And that's you. You are Venric Truesteel.
Yes, me.
Okay. I'm going to tell him.
And listen, one more thing. You need to turn from your ways. No more robbing people. No more stealing coin. Go make an honest living. If I catch you out here doing this again, I'm telling you, this will be the end of you.
He kind of looks over at Celibus like, is he serious?
He thinks you should really start a new career.
I mean, what else would I do?
I don't know, painting?
No, I stink at that. I mean, I grew up fishing. My father taught me to fish. I hated
You
fishing.
could be a fisherman. Do you like fishing?
No. You ever smell a fish? You ever smell the docks?
Okay, what about
I guess I could
cows?
try it again.
How do you like cows? You could be a farmer.
It's all work though,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot easier to let someone else do all the work and then take their stuff.
It's true. That is simpler. But I think kind of what Fenric's trying to say here is that if you don't choose another career path, you might have to cut your head off. So that's where, it's one of those things you might want to,
You're right. I mean, hey, we're all friends here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of pat you on the shoulder, Venric. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, look, I trust you, buddy. So I'm gonna go tell Rogar. I'm gonna warn everybody. I guess I'll try farming or fishing or something. And all right.
Oh,
Well,
one last thing, Garn. Do you have anything in your pockets, by the way?
Oh yeah. I got
Okay.
some stuff.
Okay, good. Would you mind turning those out for me if you could?
Oh, yeah, sure. He has 6 silver, 3 gold, and a healing poultice. I guess I could loan this to you. Oh, and we got some treasure stashed over by that bush. You want me to take that on to Rogar?
No,
Or-
you can leave that because then we'll take it on in into Fartham to drop it off at the villa. So it'll be all set. So
Right at the villa. That's where Cal is. So
yeah.
You gonna warn Cal too? Tell him to
Yeah, we'll let him
take
know
up
as
fishing
well.
too.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
probably-
Cal's into fishing.
Who's Cal?
Oh, Cal Faring. He's a mercenary. He's up in Fartham.
Are there beastmen in Fartham?
I mean, the letter Cal sent me, I haven't seen any beastmen. I mean, in a long time. There's beastmen around, but I mean, the letter he sent me said there were some beastmen that caused some trouble, so I should watch the road for strange folk, and deal with them if we saw them. But
Good
I
thing
mean,
all
hey.
you found was friends. So
exactly, I mean old buddies. I gotta go find. He keeps looking around. You guys notice for his men, but it's almost like the charm spell keeps him from like looking at the bodies that are
Yeah.
lying amid the brush. And he's like, I should probably try to hook up with the rest of them.
yeah, I
they
think they said they were actually heading back into Softcoat, so they were going
Right.
to meet, there. So I think you'll meet them back when you go see Rogar.
right. And hey, if you ever get to Softcoat, you should come look us up. We got a sweet gambling den. It's down in the sewers. Oh man, I mean, you
Good to
could
know.
win
We'll have to-
anything.
we will definitely have to check that out when we get to Softcoat.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of things. They say, you wouldn't believe the types that come through there. We've had northern barbarians. We have had elven corsairs come through there. I mean, they say there was even a vampire one time. I mean, some people say he was just a regular nobleman, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't see him. I wasn't there, but a mate of mine, he said that he had glowing red eyes, and he was
Sounds
definitely
like a vampire to me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anyhow, it's wild. But
But it's going to be a long journey, Garn. So you might want to get going now. So like I said,
All right.
before it gets too dark.
you're right. Take care. Fare thee well. Good to see you all again.
Bye, Garn.
Bye. He kind of turns and was walking up in the brush.
As he's walking away, Aelwyn sidles up to Venric on her elk. Are you really going to let him go to spread your name and put a target on your back?
Can't bloody well kill an unarmed man that thinks he's our friend now, Aelwyn.
Oh, yes, I can, actually.
I
can
can't.
do it right now. Like, let me just give me 1 minute. I'll take care of it.
Wouldn't be right.
Wouldn't be right. He shot Ruithane. He's still bleeding. Don't worry, Ruithane. I'm going to sew it up. Don't worry. Just a minute.
Well, either way, he will attack you back if you do decide to attack him. Just to be warned.
Oh, well, I mean, that's okay. I mean, you see all this blood on Ruithane's horse.
Oh,
He's very good at goring people.
I'm quite sure. Just to let you know, but he will do as Venric says for up to the next week. So you could kill him, but probably now will be your last chance. Unfortunately, he'll be
Right.
traveling through the woods.
This
If I
is
fight him, I have to arm him. I have to challenge him to a duel.
why
This is my
they
code
didn't
of
come
honor.
on us with fair play. They came at us out of the brush.
Yes, they're common brigands, thieves, lowlifes.
As you guys are doing this, Clay's like, he's gone.
Oh, don't worry, I can catch him.
Venric will turn back to his steed and just check on his wound. Well done, Clay. Followed commands well. Let me see my lance.
Yes, sir. He hands you the lance,
Standing
and
human.
Yeah.
Aelwyn will let him go then, shaking her head all the while. And she's gonna put a poultice on Ruithane's leg.
okay.
Yep, actually, Venric is going to put a poultice on Haste's leg as well.
Excellent.
Yes, now you have to stop moving, Ruithane. You know how this works. Just it needs a few minutes. Stop moving.
Poultices are D6s, right?
D6 plus 1.
Right. Great. And he is back up to full.
And they take, it takes about 10 minutes to apply one. So that's why they're outside of combat.
Anyone else hurt?
No, thank you. That little trick of yours worked quite well.
Yes.
No,
The blessing of the Argent Lord.
I didn't actually fight anything. I just, kind of talked.
Is it human policy to send your enemies off alive? Is that how things are done here? Just so I know, traveling.
Well, I just wouldn't attack defenseless on our man who his mind had been altered.
Right, but he was a human, and that's what he was about to do to us. So how
Yeah, I
does
mean,
that work?
he was still evil, so regardless, it's it is one of those things where he was a bad guy. Oh, I mean, you're more than welcome to Aelwood, by the way. I don't really care
I
about
would
the
just like
bandit.
to understand so that if we're going to be doing this every day, to know how many people are wandering around.
No, I just really like to manipulate people using magic, and so that tends to be the way in which I do so.
Well, that's not horrible at all.
Not in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
So some humans let their enemies live, but not all humans. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Some of
Elves
us
do
have
not think
brains,
that way.
some of us don't.
and for the record, if Celibus didn't cast that charming spell on him, yeah, I would have run him through.
And I would have bashed his brains in, but
To be fair, he's
Change
going
it.
through the woods alone, Aelwyn. So, and you know the Lonely Valley. There's no way he'll get picked off by something on the way.
Possible.
Well, he has to. For a week straight, he's going to be wandering through the woods straight towards Southcote. So, I have a feeling it's not going to end up well for him, anyways.
Well, group, we should probably hit back on the trail here.
It's true. I'll climb back up in the wagon.
Oh,
get back
should
on
we?
the seat.
Didn't he say there was something in a bush?
Oh yes, the
Or-
treasure. He said there was their treasure stash. He pointed it out to me over here. We'll go
You guys
over
go
and
take a look.
Which one of us is going to do party bag?
Good question. Who would like to?
What is that
Not
look on
me.
your face?
I don't want to do it.
I can do it.
My handwriting is so bad.
If you guys want, I can do it. That's fine by me.
Every
Kate-
time,
His Kate
I
just
get
got over
quiet.
doing it, and on her. Oh, she's
Every-
got done doing it.
every single party, I get quiet at this moment.
I did write it down just because I wasn't sure at the time. That bandit had, he said, 6 silver, 3 gold, healing poultice.
All right. And in the stash, whenever you're ready, Ben,
Yep.
you find 120 copper,
Nice.
98 silver,
Sweet.
12 gold pieces,
Mm-hmm.
several gems,
Mm.
an obsidian worth 10
Okay.
gold,
Nice.
malachite worth 10 gold,
Okay.
and a jasper worth 50 gold.
Mm.
You also find a healing potion.
Nice.
Okay. Who used healing poultice or potion to heal either yourself or an animal up? So we have the extra one we just picked up. If somebody wants to replenish theirs.
I used one on Ruthing.
Okay, yeah. If you want to take the one that's in the party bag, that way you can replenish back up to what you had.
Okay, we'll do that.
And everybody has healing potions, correct? Right?
Yes.
Sir Vendrick, would you like to have the other extra potion? You are sort of one of our main tankly people, and Brother Bertram comes equipped with his own healing magics.
I can, unless you think Brother Bertram should hold on to it.
No, I think you should have it.
As I've said, we've already seen the powers of his holy healing might. So yep, so you healing potion for you, Jolski.
All right.
And that'll be it. Well then, that was odd.
It was.
Well, that was odd. Agreed. Shall we?
We continue on.
I believe so.
I'll hop back up on the wagon next to Art. Arnold?
Yep, Arnold, who did nothing but hold the horses steady, and that's the reason they didn't run off.
Yeah.
Good job, Arnold. Thank you.
You continue down the road, perhaps another hour and a half or so, and you come in view, and you see ahead of you the ruins of Fartham. Even from a distance, it's clear to see that this place was once a thriving village, soon, no doubt, to grow into a large town. It's equally evident that it fell long ago, and much of it is now in ruins. From your vantage point, where the road leads east down into the dell where the village lay, you realize the settlement was never built with defense in mind. The old east road runs right through the center of the place, bisected by the river known as the Tor Brook that runs northeast to southwest through the village. The river is spanned by a crumbling bridge with a guard tower that looks ready to fall over. The whole village is very spread out, and you can see that the forest is slowly reclaiming the land here. Farms and homes dot the place, as well as windmills. These are all in various states of ruin, though some seem to have escaped more serious damage. There are a few larger structures of note as well. A half-destroyed keep to the north of the village kept watch over the town, while a temple that looks just as devastated overlooks the Tor Brook. Both are set on hillocks, as is a finely built but demolished manor house to the south. Farther south can be seen the docks, no doubt once bustling, now seemingly abandoned. Not far down the road into town is a walled villa that looks to have weathered the fall of Fartham quite well. The village has a despondent, forlorn air, as though it remembers what it was and what it could have been. And I'll show you real quick. So the road, you can see you guys would be on the far east, or west rather, coming west into east.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the walled villa there. You can see a windmill to your south, farms to the north, and you can see that again there's this place is like just spread out and stuff, and that is where we will call it.